Hello, little ones. As you can see, the story cap is on. So it's story time with Aunt Cousin A. And today we're going to be reading a story called Tale Abigale. Ooh. So let's get started. Plainville is a little quiet town full of people from many walks of life. Just like other towns, there is a movie theater, a shopping mall, restaurants, places to worship, and schools. With all these similarities, Plainfield stands out different. Why? No one gets away with mistreating children, whether it's bullying or abuse. People across the state wonder what Plainfield has done to control such a task. Countless children are bullied or abused across the country. In Plainfield, however, problems are not tolerated. The adults here in Plainfield are quick to respond to children when in need. These adults are thus widely commended for its crackdown on such cases. But they are hardly the hero. Plainfield has a secret weapon. Her name is Abigale Smith, but her parents call her by her real name, Ryan. Ryan is a girl 12 years old in the 7th grade. She was once a victim of abuse herself. One day, she decided to turn that horrible part of her life into positive energy and started helping others in her town. This is usually done when she is supposed to be doing homework. Her parents, Rayshawn and Elizabeth Smith, are both principals. Rayshawn is the principal for Plainfield High School, and Elizabeth Smith is the principal for Plainfield Elementary School. Both are aware of their daughter's involvement in keeping children safe in Plainfield. Ryan created an anonymous website called Tell Abigale. When a child is hurt, afraid, or simply lost for words, all they have to do is tell Abigale. Miraculously, help will be on the way. How? Consider one example. Kids with wet shoes. For 3 days now, 3rd grader Molly Motts would come to first bell with wet shoes. Oh my goodness. When her teacher, Miss Morgan, would ask her about it, Molly would just shrug her shoulders. Miss Morgan was up to her wits' end. This was the 3rd student of hers this month with wet shoes in class. Finally, she had to get involved Principal Smith. To solve this issue, Principal Smith knew what to do. She first tried to talk to little Molly, but Principal Smith could see right away that she was afraid. Since there wasn't any way to be sure whom or what was harming little Molly in this way, Principal Smith had to gain her trust. Molly, I'm going to let you sit in my office at my desk. Really? Why? Molly asked. Well, there's a little girl that needs your help. She's on my computer and she wants to talk to you. I will be back in a few minutes and check on you and her. Would that be okay with you? Principal Smith asked. Yes, that's okay, Molly said. Principal Smith's desk was awesome. Molly had thought this to herself as she looked around. It has a picture of her family in the park. Next to that was a large bowl of licorice candy. Mmm. Next to that was a large screen trimmed with sparkly studs, something I like. Hello, the screen said. Molly nearly jumped out of her skin. Hello, Molly said in her scared, shaky voice. My name is Abigail. I wonder if you can help me, the voice on the screen said. I'll try, Molly said. Well, a little girl that's in the first grade lost her shoes. I was wondering, could she borrow your shoes while you sit here in the principal's office until her mom brings her shoes to school from home? Abigail said. I would, but my shoes aren't good anymore. They're all wet now, said Molly. Oh no, Abigail said in her surprised voice. How did that happen? Tell Abigail everything. Molly began to tell her the story. Three girls, all in the fifth grade, would wait every morning on the playground near the side door of the school for a third grader or younger who was alone. They would grab him or her and drag them into the school through the door and into the girls' bathroom, where they would then chant a ritual of theirs. It went like this. Slave, slave, slave you are. Slave, slave, slave so far. Slave obey or slave resist. Do as we say or get a fist. If the kid didn't want to get beat up, they did what they were told to do. And what these girls told them to do was to stand in the toilet. Little Molly had been bullied. Abigail comforted her. Then Abigail told Molly, please look in Principal Smith's left desk drawer. Molly slowly opened the desk drawer. Abigail said, do you see a yellow watch? Ooh, I gotta get me a yellow watch. Molly answered, yes, I see it. I want you to take it and put it on, Abigail told her. No, that's stealing, Molly said. Don't worry, Molly. I'm going to tell Principal Smith I gave it to you. It is a way for you to call me if something like that happens to you again. It's a Tell Abigail watch. So go ahead and put it on and I will show you how it works, Abigail said. Ooh. The watch is a small electronic device that Mr. and Mrs. Smith devised. It is a watch that looks like a toy, but really it's a small communicator to Abigail for kids too afraid to tell adults when they're being hurt. While it's not a camera, it can record and alert someone the child chooses in times of distress. Abigail would be that person. Abigail would be the one person they could truly trust, the one person that will always be there for them and get them help. Principal Smith returned to her office and knocked on the door. She asked, "Can I come in, Molly?" "Yes, ma'am," Molly said. Then she said, pointing at the computer screen, "Abigail said it was all right to have this watch. Is it okay with you, Principal Smith?" Molly asked hesitantly. Principal Smith looked at the watch and said, "Yes, it's okay for you to have it, Molly. And it looks very pretty on you. I gotta get me a watch like that. I'm going to have Mrs. Peterson take you back to class, and I will come and check on you in a little while. And Molly, don't worry about getting wet shoes anymore," Principal Smith said. "Oh, I'm not," Molly continued. "I have a new friend." With the help of Abigail, Molly and the other two students described the three bullies to Principal Smith. The next day, Principal Smith and two other teachers hid on the playground to catch the girls in action. Once the girls had their victim, Principal Smith and her colleagues jumped to their rescue. After calling the girls' parents, Principal Smith had no choice but to discipline the three girls. She also urged the parents to talk to these girls about what they had done and how to correct it going forward. No bullying. There is simply no tolerance for bullying in Plainville. You will get caught. You will get punished. Children, if you're scared to tell your parents or someone you know, don't be frigid and don't be slow. Slow as a snail. No. Tell Abigail. She will get you help and come to your aid. She will help you put that bad person away. Don't forget story time with Aunt Cousin Nay. Have a good day.